Hey everybody, and welcome to a Headway Hub screencast. I'm your host, AJ Morris, and these screencasts are going to be probably several different series of screencasts, ranging in different content. Some will be plugin related, where I cover a plugin that I'm using and show you how to use it and how to be able to use it so that it works with your site, so that you can use it for a client or for yourself, to how to implement some code change into a theme, to be able to add some functionality to your site, to maybe even just doing something with the theme, or looking at from a freelance or position where you take on clients, maybe look at some different things that you can do, or tools to use to cover a wide range of things, anything from your business admin type stuff to creating a plugin to work with implementing some sort of a meta box of how to get support, and being able to create that content for you. So there's a wide range of things, and as I get a little bit more time, I will probably try to create probably the same type of intro for the screencasts, but I will put what type of series it is, if it's a plugin screencast or if it's a how-to or what. I'm still kind of coming up with those names for what those screencasts are going to be. The frequency of the screencast just depends on how much client work, how much Headway work I've got going on, and that kind of thing. So you can expect at least one a week on the Headway Hub site, but I hope to be a little bit more frequent and do 2 or 3 a week, possibly, along with some posts. So definitely be checking back if you've got ideas or are wanting something covered. Let me know if it's going to be something that's maybe longer than, say, 20-30 minutes. I'll look at doing it as a part 1, part 2 type thing as well. So definitely let me know if there's something you want me to cover. But I've got a pretty good list of things that I plan on covering first. So with that, let's go ahead and get started on today's tool. Today we're going to be talking about the Redirection plugin. So if you've created a website before, you've probably had to create some sort of redirects, and those redirects might be for redirecting pages that are no longer there, that somebody might have bookmarked, or even going something farther as hiding something for an affiliate link. And I want to try to keep it simple, because redirects can get very confusing. So today I'm only going to show you how to use the Redirection plugin for affiliate links, so that you don't have to memorize these long links every time you want to put an affiliate link on your website. So the first thing to do is you need to log in to your WordPress dashboard. So go ahead and take a second to do that. Okay, now once you've done that, you should be at a screen like me. And down at the bottom, or along the navigation here, you should see plugins, and we want to click Add New. And we're going to go ahead and do a search for Redirection. And this searches the WordPress.org website. So if you've used this before, you're used to it, but if you're not, this just searches and installs plugins automatically. So our first first option here is redirection, and this is the plugin that we want to install. So we just click this Install Now button, click OK, and WordPress is going to do its magic. It's going to download it, it's going to unpack it, and it's going to install it. Put it all in it, put the file in its necessary location. And from this point, we just need to activate the plugin. So click that link there. And we are ready to go. Now, the one thing I want to make sure is that we go down here to Settings and Permalinks. What we want to do is we want to make sure that it's not the default. For making affiliate links, we're not going to do some crazy $P equals type thing. We want to make it very simple to remember. So I like to use either day and time, or month and time. Those are the two I like to use. So I'm just going to switch to month and name here. And now we're going to go under Tools, and we're going to go under Redirection. So one thing that I did, and I definitely recommend everybody doing this, especially if you're into affiliate marketing, is create a text document with all those links in there. This really helps out with not having to memorize or having to go to 4, 5, 6 different places to get those links. And so here's these are my big ones that I use. And so we're just going to put in a few of these to show you how the redirection plugin works. But before we do that, let me go through kind of what the options are here for the redirection plugin. So the first option you've got here is redirects. And so you can just add a redirect, and we're going to do this in a minute to explain what a source URL and what a target URL is. The next one is groups. So you could add groups. So if you wanted to say affiliates, you could add that affiliate group. Modules. I don't really get into this just because I don't need to do anything here. The log will actually show you the log, but because it's new, we have nothing to display. And then options, and I haven't found that I have needed to put anything in here as far as I'm trying to think. I don't put anything. I've donated to the plugin, so I say I'm a nice person and have helped support the plugin. And then when I click this update, you'll see that little PayPal link goes away. So I've done that. So if I go back here to redirects, we can go ahead and start putting in redirects. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this URL here, which is a share a sale for Headway's affiliate. And that goes here in the target URL. Now, the great thing is for affiliates, we don't have to worry about this match, action, or regular expression. We can ignore all of those. We just have to put something in the source URL and the target URL. Now, the way I like to describe what a source URL is and a target URL is the source URL is the beginning URL that you're going to click on. Think of it as a link on your site. When you make a link on your site, you've given it some sort of a URL. That's the source URL or original URL. And what you want to do is you want to redirect that URL to go to this target URL. And so our target URL is always in our affiliate instance. It's always the affiliate link that you get from, say, Share a Sale or eJunkie or whatever affiliate place you get your affiliate link from. So for our source URL, we can say slash headway, and that could be our URL. One thing I like to do with these is that keep in mind what your full URL is. So if we go here and put in, so the domain I'm using is houseofwheels.dev. So if I put that in, am I going to have a page with this source URL, with this slash headway? If I am, then chances are I don't want to use that here, because if I create a page, remember that page is going to go right here. So if I have an about page, it's going to be slash about. If I have a services page, it's going to be slash services, and so on. So what I like to do for the source URL is say go or make or get, and then the product. So /get/headway. And then that way I know that it's easy to remember for me. So I just have to remember /get/headway is my headway affiliate URL. And so now all I have to do is add the redirection. It's added up here, kind of in green, and it'll tell us that your redirection has been added. So now we can go in and do some other ones. So let's say we've got a Backup Buddy affiliate. We can put that link in. And then I just erase headway and say Backup Buddy. So get Backup Buddy, and then add that redirection. And so you can see here that they get added in here. And if you want to copy the link address, just open up a new window. So you can see here is my URL /get headway. And when I click on it or press enter, you'll see that it redirects me over to the Headway Themes website, and it used my affiliate link. So now if somebody were to buy something, buy Headway, in this case, they were to go through and buy Headway, then I would get a percentage of it. So that's kind of how redirects for affiliates work. But they can be used for other things as well. So let's say you've got a blog post, and I'm going to grab this Hello World post right here. So I want to get this link. So I'm copying this link here, and now I'm going to go back into redirection, and I've got that source URL here. So I've got /2011/08/23/hello-world/. Now if I wanted that to go to something other than that post, let's say I changed it so that it's just the post name, so hello world. I wanted it to go to this. I could add that redirection, and you can see that here it got added. And so now, if I copy this link address, open up a new window, and paste this in, it's going to go to Hello World. Now what it's actually doing is because it got into a redirect loop, because this URL actually exists. If I changed it to something else, so I just changed that URL, and now if I grab this, so here's that URL. Now it redirects me over to here. And the reason it does that is because WordPress, when you go in and create those, when you go in and create your permalinks, it puts in some funky code to figure out what these are when you switch it. So it was able to redirect to the correct place. So if we go back to redirection, just to show you some other things that you can do with this is you could match, instead of just the URL, you could match the refer, the user agent, or the logged in status. So you could have some various options in here. You could, instead of redirecting to a URL, you could redirect to a random post. So let's say you moved from Blogger to WordPress, and you wanted to have some sort of a redirect in place. You could match that, find that URL here for that source URL, and then match it to a random post. So now, if I say super cool kid is my redirect, copy that link address once again, and I put it in, it's going to go to this post. Now if I put it in again, well, assuming I had more than one post, it would go into those other posts, and it would just find a random post. So that's kind of how a random one works. You could have it go to an error page. So let's say you had no longer, maybe you had a page that was no longer around. You could error it out to a 404, and this 404 is just an HTTP code. But what happens is you'll get like a page not found page, or you could just do nothing and just put in a source URL to track. Those are all different options. And then again, you've got a further option if you want to go one step further and deal with regular expressions. You could put some sort of a regular expression in here. I won't get into regular expressions just because those are very confusing. But if you wanted to look up a regular expression for something and put that in here, you could do that as well. So that's kind of how adding redirects go. If you wanted to check the log, so now that we've got the log here, we've got a few. So now you can see a few of the what the log will look like. So it tells you the date. It doesn't tell you the refer here. It normally would, but I'm on a local machine or local install, so that's not going to show. But you can see the IP that it comes from as well. And if you wanted to, once you add, you've got groups, you've got redirections, you've got modified posts. You could also add, say, affiliates. And so now you've got affiliates in here. And if you want to edit that group, you can decide if you want it to be enabled, if you want it to track them or not. And when you're in redirects here, I'm trying to remember how I did those. I think if I click these and say, actually just these two, since these two are my affiliate ones, I want to move them to my affiliates. And this is just saying, yeah, are you sure you want to? So it does that. So now when I show my affiliates, here you can see all of my redirections for my affiliate group, for my affiliates. So I could go in and take this document and continue putting in all of my affiliate links, and they would go right in here. I could add them into this group. That way I know this group. So now if I wanted to say, got to change the module back to WordPress here. If I wanted to disable this group, I could just say, I could reset the hits, I could delete it, if I clicked on it, I could see it here. Let me go back to groups again. And I could edit the group to where it says disabling a group will disable all items. So I could disable the group. And so now that it's disabled, those redirects don't work anymore. So I could put something up for a limited time and make changes to it. So that's kind of how the redirection plugin works. I definitely recommend using it. It's a powerful plugin. You can break stuff in it, but it's pretty easy just to remove. Just find the redirect, remove it, and then that kind of fixes it. But like I said, it's a very powerful plugin. It's free, and it's what I use on every site to really show my redirects. If you want to take a second here. If I log into Headway Hub and go down to Redirection, you can see here I've got all my various affiliate links set up, and I can see the hits on them, when it was last accessed. So I've got some accessed on the 20th of the month, since it is now the 21st technically. This was yesterday for me, so I can see, people were clicking on them. Some other ones were smaller and not haven't been clicked on as much. HostGator, for instance, hasn't been clicked on since the 16th. Wishlist hasn't been clicked on since September 11th. So you can see that and kind of get an idea of what people are clicking on as well. So that's the redirection plugin. Like I said, I use it. I used go/headway here, and it's an easy way for me to remember what the URL is to redirect and get kind of a commission on all of my affiliate links. So I recommend using it, and hope you guys have as much success as I've had with it. So thanks for watching, and see you guys around as we cover another plugin next time.